Alrighty, we are back.
Back to what?
Should be updated.
I will take a look on 03.
Yep, that's what we're doing. We're probably playing some Mega Man
Still
03.
shows the game as Chrono X though.
Not on my screen. Like I'm looking at the other computer
Okay.
screen, so it's definitely a when you refreshed thing.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So
Usually chat program pretty good on catching that, so that's what I was checking.
Alrighty. So, GBA, Mega Man 03. Come on, OBS, catch up. Grab BizHawk.
No.
There we are.
No.
For the next 2 hours, we're going to be playing some Mega Man 03. My favorite in the Zero series, just because I know I can beat this in 2 hours and talking while doing all sorts of stuff. Technically speaking, there's lore, but I'd like to ignore that.
Just like I ignore you.
Sort of. You'd probably like audio from the game. I had a weird trend with the Zero series where I played 01 first. Couldn't beat it for years because the Zero series is arguably the hardest series to jump into fresh because it's not easy, especially 01. But then I didn't pick up any of the sequels until years later. I got 03 cartridge alone from I think the local comic store. 02 I first played via emulator between the time I got 01 and 3, which was actually my first experience with emulators now that I think about it. 04 was my first Amazon purchase, way back in like 2007. Yeah. And they accidentally sent that entire order twice, so we got like 2 copies of this game in its box, pretty good condition. And like 2 of 2 CDs that my mom ordered simultaneously.
Kyle, I'm confused.
Yes.
Why does the level 70 job quest, which would mean you're at level cap for that expansion, provide XP? Like 1,000,000 XP.
They may have done that in the rework.
But they couldn't add XP to all the level 50 stuff? To the level 60 job quest? To all the level 60 stuff?
In that case, I don't know.
Like if they, I mean, I wouldn't notice it was a problem if they didn't not do it now.
True. That is oddly inconsistent, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the level cap. It's the level cap. That's it.
What's a level cap? I only know caps, like the hats. I don't wear hats.
You're fucking banned.
Like at the Zero collection, I'd like to see yeah. The Zero ZX collection, I think is pretty quality. Some people say there's input latency problems. I don't notice them myself. And I'm someone who's been playing these on emulator and on my Game Boy Advanced and DS for years. Like I got the Zero
latency.
I got like the DS Zero collection like day one because I love this series so much. I will say that I think at least ZX Advent on the collection feels a little bit weird because that game used the touchscreen more heavily than ZX Original. But having not only the high quality audio samples for ZX Advent's voice acting, but the high quality like full motion video sequences for ZX and ZX Advent is fantastic. I've actually had to run into some. I'm not in the right window. I've had to weigh some ideas in my head when it comes to that series, where I'm not sure if I want to just, for ZX Advent at least, record the gameplay via a DS emulator and then record all the cutscenes on the collection, or just go with the collection in general or the DS version in general. Alright, let's fix these controls slightly. I am someone who likes to make it so that... No, not anymore. Not that one. I like to have my attack thing now be... So that charges... So R now charges my Buster, B charges my Saber. I haven't gotten hit that early in this stage in a while. Holy shit. 03 is my favorite in the series. It's definitely the one I picked up and played through the most. Stuff from the end of 02. I overall would recommend the Zero Collection, though. The menu is a little bit weird, though, in that on the left side of the screen is the Zero games, and the right side of the screen, like the edges, basically, is the ZX games. And instead of like pressing LB, RB, L1, R2, or whatever your triggers are to do that, your shoulder buttons, you just press left or right, and you press up and down to select between the main games, and that feels a little bit weird. No, I'm not going to scram Harpooya. Fuck off.
Emanation Extreme, now accessible.
All right, they do make you do that, I think. No, they don't.
The Pool of Tribute Extreme, now accessible. I was talking to the Wandering Minstrel.
God, I love the cutscene graphics in this game. I remember seeing a lot of people wondering, because obviously, as we've mentioned, Tokyo Game Show happens next week. Inti Creates has a panel there who did the Zero games and the ZX games. People thought for like a day that the Inti Creates panel was going to be a potential ZX3, but apparently it has been confirmed it's just going to be like Galagon stuff. Oh, that's right. Antu does tend to do this series all in one, doesn't he? I will say that what I'm doing for Saturday is partially inspired by like Cat Icarus, because I know he did like a video that was, I think, a two-parter of all the classic Mega Man games. So I'm kind of doing something similar to that myself. Yeah, I'll be in stream, and I can do that a lot more easily because I've played these games to death mostly. Classic 4, 3's later half, and 5 will be.
But
a
you're
little
bad
rough.
at these games.
Motherfucker. Mega Man is the one series. You can't say that. That's a big boy. I distinctly remember. You know those like
No.
child therapy places where they try to help kids who are more socially handicapped or have otherwise social problems like ADHD. I used to go to one of those when I was not real young, around the time. Let me put it like this: I think PMD, at least Darkness in Time, was out at this point.
Okay.
And that's around the time I got 03. And I was in the lobby playing this game for the first time because the comic store I got it at was right near there. Omega's pattern, by the way, is just super ingrained in me. If I'm ever feeling like a Mega Man level to just load up and play, it's usually this one. Because it's quick, and I know the fight super well. I got hit 3 times the entire stage, maybe 4, so that's probably like a 93 or 4, maybe? I did that fast enough, I know. At least I should have. Cutscenes doesn't count for the in-game timer for the stages. I played this game a lot.
You played a Mega Man game a lot?
Shut up.
No.
Okay. Gonna chat and try to get the Diamond Isis CC? My brain's dying on what CC means. It's been a while since I played Star Force.
Capture card.
Shit, you're right.
Like usual.
Alright, Dr. Weil, evil doctor from space, sort of. Okay, that's just the comps. I like Dr. Weil a lot, but I definitely see what people are coming from, where the main villain of the entire Zero series just kind of comes from space in the 3rd game of 4, and then magically all his plans work. Some people try to say he should have been the reason El Paizo in 2 started doing what he did, like maybe being a pawn of sorts. I'm trying to remember precisely who wrote the Zero games. I'm trying to remember if it was Keiji Inafune himself / the general Mega Man writer, or if it was the Inti Creates people. Because even though I like Inti Creates games and some of their mechanics a lot, their stories, barring maybe their occasional remake, are generally pretty weak. Oh, that was in '98. I was severely underestimating. Like, I know for a fact, like, I like the Gunvolt games, but their stories are super underbaked. There's a lot of cool concepts and a lot of chuny, but get the Mega card early? Yeah, that's definitely a fun thing to do in those games. Also, yeah, this song sounds familiar, doesn't it? I just realized over the past week, I have streamed the games that not only have my break theme, but my intro theme for the stream. Because this is the stream loading song.
Nice.
Although I think in particular the version I use for the stream loading is the composition they use in the DS collection, because they actually slightly remix the music, sorta? Servo, give me my shit. Shield Boomerang I don't use much in 03. Recoil Rod I use a lot because it's good for getting secrets. And for pogoing.
But I don't want to play Pokemon Go.
Wrong pogo. Think System of a Down.
Table.
Do 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 do. Alright, so our first 4 stages are here. I go for one first over all the others, but I'm gonna tell you right now, even though I don't like to do this for this series, I want to get, like, full mission scores. And Childre in Arabita's stage is kind of a pain in the ass to get the max ranking in. Oh no, the Dark Elf! Alright, here's where I'll place the save state, so if I die, I'd still have to do the entire stage over, but it's better than none of it. Nah, the boss. Alright, so the mechanic for this stage is this submarine is constantly going through the level. And there are 4 switches located, 2 in groups of 2. 1 in the first half of the stage, 1 in the... 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. And if Children in Arabita's submarine goes on top of them, they get destroyed. Getting the max mission rank, as well as making the boss fight the easiest it can be, requires stepping on all 4 of these switches before she can do anything about it. Oh shit. He's gonna be close! Woo! I haven't pulled that close in a while. And now I can just follow behind her to the mid-boss. Mostly. Yeah. I know I said I'd only do it the once, but I hate this jump. Yeah. Reset Spade Magnus to beat him quick, but I beat Taurus Fire like interest. Yeah? Ox Tackle's real nice. I think I generally use that one for most of the game now that I think about it too. Okay, this mini boss used to give me a lot of problems. And dodging one particular attack still kinda does. If I could
F.
hit it. There we go. There it is. I hate dodging these arrows. Don't get grabbed by the grabby hands. It's not pleasant. Alright, this is going to be a little bit tense. Because I only have 3 health. Actually, the best way to do this is put on the Z shot, the buster. Gun.
Gun.
Wait.
Wait. I have to finish Shadowbringers to fucking do the next Astro stuff? What?
Sort of.
You must have completed the main scenario quest Shadowbringers. You must have completed the role quest The Soul of Temperance.
Sort of, because there's another set of quests in Shadowbringers that's unique to its storyline. So there's sort of 2 chains of Astro quests. The next main one is at level 80, but you'll have a healer class of things to do in Shadowbringers in particular.
Yeah, the healer class of things is The Soul of Temperance, which I need to complete to do this stuff, apparently. To do the Astro stuff, apparently.
Yeah, because...
But I need to get level 80 and finish Shadowbringers first?
Like I said, the Soul of Temperance is the final quest in that quest line. You get one every 2 levels. It's not that bad. And you're not the only one that had to do it either, because there's one of those for every class type. Range DPS, melee DPS.
Yeah, I figured. It wouldn't be, you know...
Or no, I think
make
it's...
sense if it wasn't.
I think it's range DPS... No, it's DPS... Physical, magical,
Physical,
tank,
melee,
recovery.
physical, ranged, magic, healing, tank. Yeah, I know.
No, it's not physical range. It's physical magic.
Oh,
it's DPS magic.
Okay.
Health. Because yeah, this stage is a stressful first one, but I think the boss is the easiest one done the way I'm doing it.
Traditions and travails. Prerequisite costs. Warrior of Darkness. Level 71.
All right, we got the mission score though, and the boss fight won't be much of a problem now either.
Okay, let's do roulette for trials. What am I gonna get, Kyle?
You're gonna get fucked?
So I'm gonna get Chrysalis. Got it. That's a very probably accurate statement.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, Garuda. Okay. Free.
Is it Garuda original or not?
It's hard, so.
Sony does. Yeah. I'm kind of bummed there wasn't a way to play that, redo that sequence whenever. You know, if it was just like, hey, you want to watch the video of her performance? Alright, select mission. Next up is Devilbat Shilt. Not Hellbat Shilt. I ain't playing the Japanese and PAL version. It's Devilbat Shilt. Devilbat sounds cooler than Hellbat. I'm not gonna... Yeah, we need to destroy the cameras as we proceed. That's the mission score for this one. Put on the ice chip, and even though it's not going to be too important, the one that makes it so I can, you know, jump off water. What do you mean water's only in one more stage? 2 more stages in the game, I think. You can use the recoil rod to hit these hammers just to send them off in our various directions. And doing that is actually important to get one of the secret discs, because the secret discs, they do a couple of things. Some are bios on the enemies in boss fights, others are cyber elves. I don't remember the GBA connection for Star Force 3 myself, because I know Star Force 1, it was that minor side quest to get you the BN Buster for the absurd rapid speed. Star Force 2 was that weird chain of messages that I think that ended up in, like, something. And, yeah, I can't remember what the other thing was. This mini boss kind of sucks. Oh, wait, I got this. It's not gonna be much of use here, but it's cool. Yeah, da 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 da. Children Orbita stage is the hardest part of the game, I feel. At least in terms of the mission regarding where the point in the game you can access it. Some of the jumps in Blaze and Blizzard stage can be pretty annoying too. That's right, the roaming mons in black and white were dependent on the GBA game inserted. I didn't get to see that much because I think I may have had a DSi by that point already. Rest in peace the DS. 3DS had a good run. Alright, Devilbat Shilt time. Bosses have characters and character designs, but are ultimately useless outside of, like, complete works lore. The 8 gentle judges, which were, I think, pawns of Wile the entire time or something. That was a weird jump. Oh, come on. 1 health, really? Honestly, if they were to do a GBA attachment to the 3DS through the headphone port, I wouldn't be surprised if they just used the charge port for that. Because that seems very of that era of Nintendo. Saber Smash, that's pretty useful. What do I have for Cyber Elves? It's one of my favorite things that 03 does. The Cyber Elves throughout the series, you use them to destroy certain enemies on screen, raise your health, get sub-tanks in the case of 2 of them usually. But using them always lowered your rank. When 03, they added a thing called Satellite Elves, where you can have 2 elves that can be upgraded into them. Well, 2 at a time, rather. That give you their effects without lowering your rank. I love Cyber Elves. I love the Satellite Elf system, rather. I can tell Anthem's paying attention to the story now because he's not talking.
Huh? No, I'm looking at my gear and being annoyed. So, you know how you can buy level 70 gear with money as soon as you enter, like, it's either Ralga's Reach or Kugana, either way?
Yep.
Like, early? Yeah, the level 70 Astro gear you get from doing the job quest is worse than that stuff.
Because that was released in the last 5.0 patch, in the last 4.0 patch. That's from the raids.
Just the generic gear is from
Yeah,
what?
the Ralgar's gear is the Omega gear.
No. This bright linen stuff I bought for like 20,000 gil.
Oh.
That stuff is better than the Astro unique stuff from the level 70 job quest.
Satellite Elves do not stay through ZX because ZX just gets rid of the Cyber Elf system entirely. They're still a part of the plot, but they're not an active gameplay element. Instead, they place health ups through certain areas and shit. ZX did a lot of things differently. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. In fact, some would argue often for the worse. I don't care too much myself. Yeah, yes and no up to ZX, because there's only 04 between this and that. And 04 changes the entire Cyber Elf system, where you have one Cyber Elf who can do a little bit of everything, but the more you clear stages, the more levels that particular elf gets. And you just have to make sure to balance the abilities to a point where it doesn't go over the recommended level amount, because then you start losing points on your score. Which I thought was fine, though I think this is the best version of the Cyber Elf system myself. Finishing that within 30 seconds, by the way, I believe is the mission score for this stage. Not going for every secret disc just because that takes a while, because a lot of the enemy ones are gotten by killing that specific enemy variety enough times, and that requires grinding, revisiting stages, all that jazz. This is a part where I save state because this set of jumps kind of sucks. Because these things slowly melt in lava. Lava in a Mega Man game. Instant death.
Hell yeah. I mean, hell no. Okay, so I need to finish the Ruby C Aether Currents, as well as get all 14 of the fucking Locks Aether Currents. Dear God.
The Locks is the area with the one where you need to go all around.
I know.
Also, I should probably give you that update. Save states are in the ZAE. I forget if they are or not, honestly. They might be? Speaking of which, update. I forget if I told you this already, Anthem, but apparently my credit card was shipped on the 8th?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 10 days since then, but it's at least... I'm assuming at this point it's just post office delays due to DeJoy and his bullshit.
It took me 48 hours, Kyle. What the
off.
fuck?
I don't know, dude. Also, 04 did get one thing right for the series, and that's that to beat the to get the EX skills for beating the boss fights, which are your get abilities for 02 onwards, you just need to beat the stage with the weather in the boss's favor, which actually gives the stages a mechanic more often than not. And I am very fond of that. Alright, Death Tan's Mantisk, who as a kid I thought said lesbian. He's saying random Japanese that I can't exactly tell what he's saying. I have a ping on Discord. What is this? Did Kenny go live?
Yes, he did.
If he's still live by the time I finish, he might be who I raid. Man, Discord's loading super slowly for me right now. Interesting.
He's doing Sky? Oh wait, no. Oh wait. No, Quill. No. Don't do that, Quill.
Only villains do that. What's he doing? You gonna tell me, or... Uh-oh.
Hello?
Did that happen to you too?
No, you just suddenly left Discord.
You might want to check the stream playback, because, that wasn't me leaving, that was Discord dying.
Oh. How bad?
Disconnect, reconnect sound every half second.
Oh, that's your fucking internet dying. That's not just Discord.
Well, it can't be entirely my internet, because, like, I'm still live with no problem.
Weird.
Alright, now I want to be... there's another point I'm going to be save stating in this stage, just for time reasons. It's not until after the mini-boss, though. You saw an input mapper finally got me. It reached out, grasped its arms around my throat, and said, "Fucking die."
Sounds like you with Input Mapper.
It hasn't given me any shit tonight yet. Need as many energy crystals as I can get. I think the big ones are worth 16. Also, weird little thing. The foot chip we're going to get for beating this next boss fight is the feather foot chip, which makes it so that platforms beneath you won't collapse like that. There's only, I think, 2 or 3 stages in the game that do it, period, and this is one of them. Alright, this mini boss is annoying. Because we can only hit the giant green spot. Which side that's going to be on depends, because sometimes the boss just says, I'm going to rotate, other times it's going to say, nah, you're just going to take some cheap hits. Doing damageless runs of the stages in this series can kind of be nightmarish.
Chimera-ish?
Nightmarish.
Chimera?
Please, you have to be like certain YouTubers. Chimera.
I hope you understand that just gave me like a nervous twitch.
Yeah. I think that YouTuber still says it like that as a meme.
Who?
HC Bailey. Dude's got great RPG LPs. In fact, I usually use him as one of my major resources for researching the various Final Fantasy games I do. Alright, so this is where I'm going to save state, because what we have to do here is kind of dumb. There's a sub-tank in the top left of this room. To get to it, we need to pogo off... I forget if it's this guy, isn't it? Yeah, it's that guy. There we go. I'm surprised I got that first try. I'm sometimes here for 3 minutes doing 3 to 5 minutes doing. I think the longest I've been here is like 10. That ain't an easy jump.
Okay, I got the 8th current. What are the other ones?
I want these.
2 more in Ruby C. Now, what do I have to do?
I'm just going to go back to normal chip because none of this is going to matter for the boss fight. The way Mega Man Zero bosses work is that there's always a set of 4 at a time more often than not. And one is always non-elemental, one is always lightning elemental, one's always fire, one's always ice. Non-elemental doesn't have any weakness, but the other 3 do to each other.
Okay, that one's done. So it's price. The price of betrayal. I haven't accepted that yet.
You faker. Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. I'll make you eat those words. Actually, I just realized there's a stunning parallel between that conversation and a cutscene later on. Huh. I still hear lesbian when he says that. You know, it's not what he's saying. Oh, I need the Z-Buster. Because I think this attack, when he throws part of this at me, might be able to crush me. Always be careful when you're behind him, because this motherfucker can just stab behind him. Yeah, his neck getting long. I should also know, I think every boss fight in 02 onwards has a unique attack from when you're A or S rank. I'm so used to having a consistent A rank in this series, thanks to mission score alone almost, that I always forget which one's which. Auto charge head chip could be useful, but it charges so slowly that it's not really. Quick charge is more my taste for later on. Also, I should note, unlike certain RPGs, you can skip the cutscenes first run through this game. Except,
Nice.
I think, oddly enough, the first intro cutscene, maybe, sometimes?
Interesting.
It's inconsistent, is the point I'm trying to make. And makes me turn into Count Chocula. Even though Frankenberry is the best of those 3 cereals. Alright, mute tab, put the volume actually up so I'm counted as a viewer for Kenny.
Just download chat program 5head.
No!
Why not?
I like doing things the hard way sometimes.
But you count as a viewer for all your friends at once.
The laughs of the baby elves are very odd. Because there's an odd amount of voice acting in the Zero series, period. Especially from 3 onwards. Like, the final boss
me
in Zero...
because I tell the truth.
I actually didn't hear the second sentence. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom...
I said that you can support all your friends at once with a view.
Fuck off. Doesn't feel as personal. On that note, dab. I don't know why that became my intro.
I don't know either.
Doug Dimmadab. What are the Dogsdale Dimmadab? Sorry, owner and proprietor. Unlike Wacky I'm playing the Inflatable Tube Man, now available in the Wacky I'm playing the Inflatable Tube Man Emporium.
Yeah.
Ah, alarms. Alright, first of the 2 mid stages. There's actually, like, technically 5 mid stages in this game. Oh, no. No, 5. This one, the 3 that follow. No, that's... No, that's 5. That's 5. This stage can be a bit of a nightmare in terms of damage. Because there's one enemy type who just does a shitload. Yeah, and then there's that. If I don't have that chat program, I don't get pinged if someone says Kyle in another chat.
You can set it up like that. I have it specifically set up like that. You can choose to not get pinged at all.
Look, man, us trots are very stubborn.
But it supports all your friends.
You make a solid point. I will think on this.
Oh, cool! I can play the fucking play 3D All Stars now. Neat.
Come on, jump up in the air. Oh.
Holy shit! Galaxy 2.
Alright, this is what I mean by this stage is kind of a nightmare for damage, so I'm going to place a quickie save. Ah. Actually, do I have any other E-crystals? Only thing disappointing for you about 3D All-Stars is no BLJs? Yeah, but I understand why they fixed that and chose the version they did.
Oh no, speedrunners can't do a thing. It ruins the game for everybody. Oh wait, it doesn't.
Yeah, you can't hear. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah! Whoa! All the other glitches are still there. I think it's because it's less so patches, but the version of 64 they're using is the re-release from the Japanese N64 era, Shindo. And I have to wonder if that's because there's just more game-breaking glitches potentially in 64, or if it's because they just figured it's the most up-to-date release, technically speaking, barring DS. So we might as well.
DS lol.
DS is fine.
Yeah, what like Rocket, whatever the fuck it is for.
Yeah,
Sunshine still exists.
Rocket Storage is still there, and that
Rocket
shit's
Storage,
fun.
thank you.
That shit's funny. Now we get to fight the babies for the first of 2 times through the game. I used to hate this fight. I still think it's great, but I understand more about the way the hit storage works in this game.
I honestly forgot the DS one, like Yoshi.
We're just gonna ignore that happened. Oh, I saved it all the way back here. Yeah, 64 DS was weird with all the characters it added. Still thought it was real cool, though. Yeah, but more importantly, DS had Luigi. L was real 2041 indeed. Or was it 2401?
It's 2401, I believe.
Can never remember that order. Eh.
Wait, this fucking Ruby C makes me do a fucking dungeon to get an Aether Current? Are you kidding me?
It's kind of a fun dungeon though. Yeah,
Is
is that the one that's underwater?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that one was fine.
but it's a fucking. Oh.
Dude, fucking Dusk Vigil did that too.
Did it?
Yeah, you had to do Dusk Vigil to get one of the ones in the Western Highlands, whichever area of Coerthus that was. Not ideal, but oh well. There we go. That's more like it. Oh no, the missile is landing. Hundreds of people are going to die. Yeah, 3 health bars is kind of a common occurrence in this series. Usually one normal boss fight out of the 8 has them, as does one of the phases of the final boss. The only reason they have 2 is because they're 2 enemies at once, so... yeah. 1.5 per. The city's been fucking destroyed. Wonder how Gareth's doing. Oh no, the Dark Elf! Oh no, my worst enemy. Transformers masterpiece
what,
ray
yourself?
paints. Yeah, you get the chips, but you can't eat them all. What the ones I can't eat, quote unquote, is the ones that are just bios about the enemies I've destroyed or the other characters in the story. Anything you can actively grab, like E-crystals or cyber elves or foot or body chips, you can just grab right then and there. I'm gonna see if I can remember to get the one that stumped me the longest when it came to getting all these secret discs, because I've gotten them all twice, I think. I actually don't like Gold Omega. I don't like that color scheme for him. I'm also kind of surprised they never made a figure out of him, because that's a figure, that design that begs for a figure. Neo Arcadia is hacking in. Oh god, Matthew Lillard. Also, weird thing about Copy X. He was the villain in the first game, and there his eyes were red, but now they're blue because it's Copy X Mark II? Both of which are signs that they're not the actual X. Because X's eyes were green, I think. Yeah, that's green. No comment on how I just had to look around my room to see. Alright, so now we have the other 3 mid-stages, which are all returning boss fights from 0-1. Haunted Machine is my favorite one to do, because I can get a sub-tank in this stage, if I'm recalling correctly.
Apparently, Keys won by a good amount. Hobbs didn't even get to SAX.
Damn. I love this. This is probably my least favorite stage in the game now I think about it. Also, you know what's another thing that makes Zero 3 the best? It got rid of the weapon level system. I don't have an X body pillow, I just have... 1, 2, 3, four versions of X in my room, because I have one of those like 4-inch tall figures, or like the ones you can get in, like the sort of the gotcha boxes at like a Toys R Us back when.
Gotcha?
It's sort of. I have the Kotobukiya model kit of X. I still need to get the 4th armor and max armor version, as well as the Zero kit, because I love Mega Man. I have a lot of Mega Man in my room, though, and a lot of robots. I think I took a count for Anthem because he asked as a joke one day. Oh, no, I think it was
Yeah.
Schaefer.
No, it was me.
I think I counted like over 40 robots in my room total.
Kyle, gotcha?
I heard the Fire Emblem Heroes thing. I heard it the first time.
I know.
I just didn't comment on it.
I know. I just need to make it hurt again.
Why are you like this? Why am I like this?
I was gonna say, because you do the same thing back.
Yeah. A lot of these jumps ain't exactly comfortable. Have I missed the sub-tank? No, it's here. I hate the timing of this, so let's place another Savastat. It's not up here, is it? Yeah, no, I have to... not do that. Actually, let's move this into place first. Yeah, 3 pixels is all I need. 6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that moves. Yeah, that jump can be a little precise. But that's the 2 natural sub-tanks you can find, because one of 01's biggest problems is I believe there were no organic energy tanks, so to speak. Any and all sub-tanks had to be made through Cyber Elves. Whereas 02 onwards, there's always 2 you can find just in the levels. And that's good because that makes keeping an A/S rank throughout the game a lot more fair. Alright, so switch over to electric, because fire is weak to electricity in this series for some reason. That's not the Buster. The monkey did say monkey.
Monkey?
Monkey! Also, like to I think all these enemies are called, their name from 01 are because revive. Except for one of the 3. Anubis Necromancis. I think in the first game where he was a boss fight, he was Anubis Necromancis the 3rd or 4th, and here he's the 4th or 5th. Because, haha, resurrection. Yes. This person is my goal for the game. It's Funky Monkey Friday, despite the fact it's Thursday. Well, actually, no, now it is Friday in the East, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, he was Anubis Necromancis the 4th in 01, now he's the 5th. Hi, Bun Bun.
Hi, Bun Bun.
I would like to have the Buster run for this stage. Fucking shrimp. Can't eat y'all anyway. Get out of my face. What's the point of a shrimp if you can't eat it? which means there is no point in shrimp for me.
You're telling me a shrimp fry?
I always hesitate with the bomb explosions, by the way, because even like the slightest remnant can still damage you. Ooh, I got a new thing. Ooh, it's this one. I just feel Slop looking at me like, what are you doing? Because my friend Slop, Slopped Up on Twitter and Twitch. Real chill guy. I recommend you follow him. He is, like many of my friends, like Anthem or Kenny, Keck, even to an extent, although that hasn't happened in over a year at this point, is a speedrunner. He speedruns 0-3 a little bit now. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, since the Legacy Collection came out, he made it a goal to try and speedrun at least one of the games. He chose 0-3 by the looks because it's the best one, clearly. Yeah, bullets!
Kind of like a Final Fantasy VIII is the best one.
Why are you like this? Why do you lie to the populace? Why are you that one guy at the WWE show? You know the one.
No, I don't. What's the one?
There was a WWE show where, you know how they usually have people in this, like, with signs in the background being like, "Let me suck your toes" or some shit like that.
Sure.
For one guy just said Final Fantasy VIII is best, and the internet connected with him. I think you're weak to ice this time. Anubis is also weird in that they changed his weakness between games. In, I think, 0-1, he was weak to electricity because he was technically a fire elemental. Here, he's weak to ice because he's counted as electricity for some reason. It's a little bit weird. An actual poster for John Cena, I presume. Maybe. Ah, you're changing the level design on me. Only you're immediately going to change it back because I did enough damage to you to set your phases apart. I believe falling for that attack isn't instant death, but it definitely hurts. Eh.
Nee.
Yeah, yeah, the toes one. All right, how many stages are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stages, I think, left. No, I need to go grab those secret discs. Shit. I don't think there's anything super important in them, but I'd like to have them. S Boomerang's alright. Imagine looking like a robot Lucario and not winning. Now, you see, that's unfair because nothing can compare to the real one.
Charizard.
Insert joke about Pokémon's tier lists here that I'm not aware of, aside from the fact I think Chandelure is considered real good?
Chandelure is great if you like zoning like a bitch.
Oh.
And in Pokken, that's me.
Think they're ever going to do a sequel to that, or do you think it just didn't sell well enough for them to be interested in another one?
I think their opportunity to make a sequel was instead they just remade the game for Switch.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think the fact they didn't make a sequel there is proof that there's not going to be one.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, Pokemon Company, a way to make a sequel that sells. Bring Pokemon Rangers.
Yeah, exactly, Quick Play. You're right. That's me. I'm bitch.
I am Kiddy Kong from Donkey Kong Country 3. Because that was a very random ability for that otherwise just basically another Donkey Kong to have. Why can an ape jump on water? Or at least roll jump off water? That was weird. DKC3 is weird. Because it's weird looking back. You can see a lot of their tendencies they would start doing in like the Banjo-Kazooie Collectathon stuff from there on. Sometimes for the worse, because I like Banjo-Kazooie enough, but Banjo-Tooie, holy shit, they overdid everything. Donkey Kong 64, they overdid the overdoing, which is a weird sentence to say that only makes sense for that game. Conker was alright. Conker's biggest problem, I feel, was they were more interested in making like very unique moments that the narrative ultimately suffered, even though you can barely call that game a narrative. And also the some of the jokes just haven't aged the best. Like
And also, for that tier list, by the way, it's basically Aegislash, Sceptile, Pikachu, Libre, and Chandelure.
Thoughts on Diddy's
Along with-
Quest? Go
What?
ahead. No, sorry. Go ahead. I'll talk.
Along with Braixen up there, basically.
Brazen? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thoughts on Diddy Donkey Kong Country 2 coming to fucking SNES Online? I think that's good. Because that's the other stuff Slop speedruns. He does DKC trilogy stuff. I'm in that weird place where I grew up with a Super Nintendo, but the only DKC game we had was DKC 1. I played 2 and 3 a little bit, but mostly on Virtual Console. There's a reason I still have an LP3 of all games, even though I have one of 1 and 2. 2 is better. 1 has more nostalgia. Ultimately, I think both have problems that 3 does not fix. Because to me, I think there's a point to be made about the more slow or methodical type of platformer. I prefer my platformers to be faster paced. As you can see, because I'm a Mega Man fan. What do you mean I also kind of like Mighty Number 9? Shut up!
Mighty number lol.
Don't get me wrong. Game had a lot of problems. But if you start moving fast, that game ain't bad. You have to deal with all the other stuff. I have to do inventory at work tomorrow. Ugh. I've sort of tried to avoid working nights where we're not. I don't have to do inventory, but like we have to prepare the store for inventory, and that is tedious. I had one of those weird childhoods where, growing up, I guess I had this too. Actually, now that I think about it, I had the experience of a lot of angles because my dad had an NES and SNES, and we still have those. My brother, though, had a PlayStation 1, a Genesis, and a N64. Whereas and he eventually got the original Xbox, though that got stolen when he took it to college. I, on the other hand, had the GameCube, the PS2, the PS3 is technically the family's thing, but I'll probably just take that when the time eventually comes, if it ever comes, or I just leave. Because we have other Blu-ray players at this point. That's the only reason we would still use that. I had the Wii. I had the Wii U. I have the PS4 and I have the Switch, and I'll have the PS5. And I've had every Game Boy more or less since. My brother also had the Game Boy. I had the Game Boy Advanced, I had the SP, I had the DS Lite. I didn't get an original DS. I got the DSi launch night. Didn't have much in terms of a Sony handheld growing up, though. I did eventually get my own PSP, but that wasn't until right before high school, which started in 2011 for me. So, like, most of the PSP's library was already out by that point. I didn't get a Vita. Got the 3DS. Got the new 3DS. Though, I had an unfortunate starting 3DS experience because my first 3DS game was Super Street Fighter 4 3D.
Oh.
The 3DS, I love it to death. Its library is fantastic, just like the DS's, especially considering it can play the entire DS library. But holy shit, the starting launch library was kind of trash.
Can we talk about how, like, Nintendo baited the fuck out of people with the games that are only for the new 3DS.
And it only had like 2 or 3.
Yeah, like wasn't there a Xenoblade game that was?
It was a 3DS port of Xenoblade 1, which had some
Yeah.
quality of life
Yeah, see,
updates.
I got that. I got that because I didn't know it was only for the new 3DS,
Ugh.
and then I, returned it.
I got a new 3DS mostly, not for the exclusive games, more so because I like the bigger screen size, and I think the battery life was better.
Yeah, but I already had my fucking hang on.
Growing up with the DS is why maybe Battle was so fascinating to you, because Star Force we thought was the first RPG series. Yeah, like, I know that feeling. I remember getting the game. Go
Sorry.
ahead. No, you go. You first.
No, I had my 3DS that was designed like an NES controller.
Oh,
had
that one.
I had that one. So I didn't want a new 3DS. I had my special one that I really liked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that one also no longer has a left circle pad. I blame trying to play Smash on a fucking 3DS for a year.
Yeah. I had a very similar experience, though, because I got my first Battle Network game, as I brought up in Battle Network 2, and I don't think you were following me up by that point, quick play, was BN2. And I got that because I saw Mega Man, just thought, ooh, platformer, I like these! Because I knew I liked Mega Man at that point, because one of my first games was Mega Man X. And I was a little confused at first, I had no idea what I was doing, and I probably still did until, like, the later 2000s. But I liked the story, even though I got consistently walled at various scenarios. Although I think, BN2 is probably my first Mega Man RPG, unless you count Mega Man Legends, because we had that growing up. My brother didn't like Legends that much, I did. Oh no, Copy X is dead. Oh no, Dr. Wile's doing a usurper thing. Oh fuck, evil old man who some people think is Dr. Wily in a robot body. It's not, he's a completely new character.
Spoilers? What the fuck, man?
Oh no. Besides, Dr. Wily already came back in a robot body. Depending on who you talk to, potentially twice. In the X series alone, now that I think about it. Potentially 3 times in ZX by ZX2. Oh, ZX Advent. I guess that is ZX2. Mega Man fan theories are wild. Is what I'm saying. Dr. Wily was also an alien. Yeah, in that one VR scenario. Let me take a look at my E-crystals. 498, 700. I'm going to save up for this one first because doubled HP is more interesting to me than taking out certain gaps. All right. Trestista Kevlarian. I used to go after this guy last, but now I always go after him first for a couple reasons. One, I think his stage is the least interesting, so I can just save the mechanics for later. Anthem? Question mark? Did he jump into somewhere I know? Did his internet just die? I guess I'll find out. Although I do want Recoil Rod for this stage. Yeah, I know it's not the internet, because I could tell I was still streaming and all that. I was wondering if it was his internet, but he's not an issue that would be affected by like all the storm stuff going on here on the East Coast. Like, Florida's getting fucked up again. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, that blue door I keep passing by that's in every stage. That takes you to cyberspace, which activates every potential satellite elf in your inventory at once. So it's easy mode area. With that said, I think using that takes off like 10 to 15 points off your end of mission score. So if you're into getting A or S ranks for the EX skills, don't go there. Always crawl down these, get this back on. Because there are times they like to surprise you with spikes here that I don't like. Although I think that's not until the last third of the stage. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, here we come. Oh, no, here. No. Ah, here it is. Easily the hardest to find secret disc in the game. You can destroy this wall. There's cracks on it you can see as you're sliding down. I missed that shit forever. Why'd I just get a welcome to the chat room notification? Well, I know it's not me because I'm also not getting disconnected, but... Thonk. Alright, now it's an elevator section right out of a beat 'em up. Fun. Ooh, actually, I got a new... Let's play Keep Away. Nope. Nope. Fuck off. Ooh, extra life. And now for the mini-boss. Against a returning boss right from 0-1. You alright, Anthem, buddy? Oh, your internet crashed. Oh. Strategy for this guy, keep hitting him with the thing. Actually, I think you might want to have, like, the ice chip on. Gonna go lay down, I guess? Yeah, that sounds about right. Finally, I'm a friend. I'm a told the fuck. Ah, isn't that how it is? And now we're back to doing this, so let's get that back off. But now we're going to have a bit of a dangerous fold thrown in that we're going to have some giant fisted Pantheon enemies. Their punches will send you off the entire elevator, so kill them quick. Also, I appreciate one thing about the Zero series more than anything else. They play a unique sound effect for when you max out a sub-tank, because I don't think X did that. Or wait, no. I think X may have. Even X1 did that, I think. Alright, now we're at the end of the elevator section. Bun, why did you send that to me? This is where I need to be careful. Because they take advantage of the screen ratio of the GBA here to just place some surprise spikes. Starting from here. Next, I'm good to jump nowhere. Also, this song's pretty fucking good. The Zero Series soundtrack I've always loved, but it's something that I also can just listen to but not remember outside of it. Barring usually the intro stage theme for every game, some of the boss themes, and the credit themes. It's usually just the stage songs, barring straight ahead from 04. The Neo Arcadia theme is usually a favorite. Dog shoulders indeed. Actually, no, reflect laser kind of sucks. Be careful of this guy, because that will, I believe, crush you if you get beneath it. No knee. It's the one of the like 2 things I understand what they're saying in the game. An exclamation of what? Always my favorite. Alright, now the main reason I do this now is for the absorber body chip, which halves the damage you take. If you ask me, that's pretty good. No, let's actually check sub... this... Yeah, I'm gonna save up for you. Oh, that's real good, too. I'd honestly rather use that as a fusion elf, though. Not you. You. And when we're done with the main 8 stages. Well, technically main 12. Operator, select mission. Let's head after Glacier Lecoq Tank. Oh, I can't say his name without going into a French accent. I think the mission for this stage is to just get through it. Actually, no, I want the buster for this one. Onwards, my noble steed. Back this way, noble steed. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah to do. What you gonna do? Alright, time for a mini boss. Actually, I should probably have the fire chip on. I don't even have the absorber chip on. What am I doing? It's this boss again, only this time is fire elemental. Whoa, that caused a little bit of frame droppage. I don't think I've ever actually used this EX skill this much. I love that wacky waving arm play tentacle tube, man. Fucking animation. Oh shit! Ooh, I hope that means I still get an A rank. Extra life right there, though. So, yay? If I don't get all the X skills, it's not too much of a problem. I'm not doing this as like a 100% stream or some shit. Oh, I'm taking the long way here, aren't I? Fucking Glacier LeCank tank. I don't know why. This thing always looked like a heart in the background to me. This guy's funny. Because he looks like a ball sack. God, that skill tears him apart. Holy shit. Yeah, Geo fucking yeets himself off that stage. It's very Kino. It's very Kamen Rider. I love it. Orbit Shield I'll never use. Well, it's not that, it's less that I'll never use it, it's that I don't use it. Because I got other shit to do. Alright, Cupid Fox start time. This is another stage I'm going to save state at the start of. Because, this one's got problems. By that I mean really strict timing for spikes. Yeah, like, Lands jumped out of the window several times. Hell, there's a time, I don't think I even told you about this, because we didn't do, BN1, so... what's it called? Skullman never showed up outside. No, actually, no, Skullman just never shows up in the later games after 1, outside of, like, network transmission. But there is a time in the manga during the Skullman chapter, I think it's 2 chapters, where Lan just straight up jumps outside the window of a moving bus, and it's raw as hell, but holy shit, how did he survive that? Or at least not break a limb doing it, because he definitely, like, gets scrapes. Lamp. So many lamps. I miss Moth Meme. That was a good year. Alright, now I need to remember the way I actually have to do this next boss, mini-boss. Because what I always do as a kid is just use the EX skill from, I forget which boss fight it's from, I think it's Death Hand's Mantis. Wow, this is a lot faster, holy shit. I would use the 1000 Thrust, where you use the recoil rod, you mash the B button or whatever button you have mapped, and you just start doing, like, a 5-hit combo with it that you can spam the hell out of, but holy shit, the Buster is like 4 times as fast. Young me was an idiot for not using the Buster as much as I did. Okay, this mini-boss sucks. It's always going to be open at the top or the bottom, and in which case it doesn't attack. They'll either freeze you or just light you on fire, which does straight-up damage. Wouldn't be so bad if there was a way to, you know, actually take care of these mini-enemies on the side. I mean, you can take them out for a few seconds at a time, but you can't actively kill them. I was frozen today! Also, appreciation to Zero Series for making my sub-tanks stop using themselves. Give. Do. Alright, this is why I made the save states. Because there's a couple things going on here at once, actually. Waking it on these girders means you ride them to the end of the level. But we have to be very careful, because beneath me and above me even is going to be spikes, so you need to place yourself very specifically. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Well, my ass is warm. God, that's so much faster. Holy fuck. How did I never do that? Rule of thumb, if you ever see something that looks like it shouldn't be there, check it. You might find a secret disc. Alright, I can never remember which way I actually want this. Do I want it like that? Yes, I do not. So close. I'm gonna need more after that because I need to change her over to satellite. Or wait, no, is that to make her a satellite? Yeah, that's to make her a level 3. Ugh. Fuck! That jump's a little tight. I'm relatively confident I'll still finish this game within the 2-hour mark. This attack's hard to dodge. Ah! Should I just... No, I'm not going to do that. But say, should I just put on, like, the absorber? But that's not going to make a goddamn difference. Holy shit, making that fight faster is as simple as just not using the Charge Saber. Isn't it? Yeah, we're average starting to dip down. Thankfully, I only need to get one more A rank to get the last enemy EX skill. After that, we're golden. Persona 4 golden. God, if I streamed that, that would take fucking years. Not really years, but exaggeration, maybe. Do I care? A little bit. Depending on how many energy crystals I get by the end of the next 2 stages, I might just use the double HP thing as a standard thing. Alright, this stage is also extraordinarily high damage and dangerous. Yeah, ZX and ZX well, Z and ZX Advent are really cool games. I love the Metroid approach in the ZX ones, especially. With that said, ZX needed a better map system, rather. This is very Metroid Fusion area. ZX Advent, I felt, fixed it by making the Metroid stuff less pronounced, at least. Because there's still, like, a world map and such, but, like, the latter half of the game, you can still choose to go wherever you want first, but the stages are, like, straightforward linear Mega Man stages instead of the more interconnected level design. And I appreciated them attempting that. Oh, Jesus, that was close. Alright, this part sucks. I'm actually going to open Microsoft Word for this real quick, so I'm going to be covering up my chat for a moment. For a good reason. Because I'm also going to need snipping tool. You have to go drag it all the way to the side. Oh no, not document view. There we go. Snipping tool. Because what the mission is here, we check this, we look for these 4 things, and it gives us a door. I'm going to be pasting these. Now, I'm technically going a little bit on my way to make this easier. Technically. Because what's happening is these doors are going to be littered across the next area. And your mission score is dictated by entering only the right doors. There are 12 doors, 3 rows of 4, I believe. But it's, or is it 3 rows? Well, I'll figure it out. Either way, there's a minor trick you can do for this. Which I will discuss after we've done it. Alright, here we go. So 4 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's 20. But it's not as bad as you think, because the door you need to use are never along the edges. So they can show the complete thing as 6. So you actually have a 50-50 shot of entering the right door. Alright, so let's start with the first one. It's a red above a red, which means it's that one. I think the door colors are always the same, too. Is this the one that has the spikes on top? No, it's not. I'm actually going to save that one for last, because that is the easiest room to fight the boss in. So next one is this blue one. Because these are... whichever one you grab 4th is the room you're going to fight the boss fight in. And that means you can get either some really weird terrain with spikes, or a pretty simple fight. I think speedrunners choose one in specific, but personally speaking, I don't give a damn. I did this wrong. Wait, where do I want to go? It's up here. You can always tell you got the right room when you have this red over gray instead of like the yellow, as you just saw. So my mission score is probably going to be like a 95. If I get below an A rank, I'm just going to start using Cyber Elves, because I care, but I don't care that much. Also, I'm skipping through this dialogue pretty quickly in particular, because we're going to be reading all of it in depth soon enough anyway. Oh, that's OBS. Here we are. Alright, so we're looking for a blue over a green? Oh, it's just right next to this one. It's like, wait, that don't seem right. And then I just go next door. Means I can close Microsoft Word. I think those rooms are always random, but I think the door colors are always set. Maybe? Like, I think these are always a red over a red. Alright, so get you on. And that's all I need. Alright, no, wait. Buster. This guy got big brain. And that's the last of the main bosses. There's 2 stages left. One of them has a bonus boss inside of it, then we'll be done. Yeah, I can do that in 23 minutes. Because we still have to do the boss rush. And now they're going to start analyzing all the data we've collected, so time to save our game. Get a cutscene, because Harpuya is feeling better after he got fucked up by Omega. These two have a rivalry that could devolve into hate fucking, but probably wouldn't. And the data's been ranalized? Raggy, data's been ranalized. Before I do that, double jump back. Yeah, I need 200 more. I might just use that, honestly. Actually, I might be able to get 200 in this next stage. I might grind a little bit. Elf Wars. After Sigma died, shit still went bad, and a fuckload more died. In fact, 90% of all Reploids and 60% of all humans were wiped out. So that means billions died. Operator, I knew it was you. Villain. I wouldn't want tentacles coming out of my face like that. That seems unpleasant. Oh no, we're gonna get shot. Oh, hi, X. Oh, there they go. Alright, on to the second to last stage. Time for Sub Arcadia, where the game's one real secret is outside of the secret discs. Because I talked about cyberspace earlier, the blue doors you can open, and going into them activates all your, basically all your cyber elves. In this stage alone, entering cyberspace doesn't count against your mission score. And because of that, we want to enter this door. Title screen animation! Yeah, we're a little bit stronger. As you might have seen, there's a little platform up here. Double jump up to it. And here we can find a teleporter pod. Time for a secret boss fight. It's Phantom from 01, who died in 01. And this is more or less a remix of his fight in 01. And this is actually worth doing for the reward, as minor as it might seem. Oh shit, I have no sub-tank. Shit. Phantom's not an easy boss, because he hits fast and he hits hard. Yeah, why not? I have nothing to prove right now. Oh, I seldom see me use this attack. Alright, there we go. And for beating that, a new secret disc spawns right there. That is the... actually, no, I won't spoil what that is yet. We're only about a minute away, 2 minutes away from finding out. Jesus Christ, how did I make that without dying? Oh, fuck. I think the one concession with this area, or when you're in cyberspace, is that enemies can't drop secret discs while you're in it. They can drop anything else, which means if you want to get E-crystals, this is actually the place to go to. And now to lose all that health. What a shame! Doctor, doctor, give me the news. All right, time to fight the baby elves again. The boss fight has like one or two new attacks, I think, but otherwise is largely identical to what we fought earlier. Oh god, they're doing this attack. I actually seldom see them do that. And now for them to die. All right, on to the final stage. I still got an A rank? What? I'm genuinely surprised that I got that. $190. What I do with that will depend. All right. Final stage has some of the standard stuff. We're going to be doing the boss rush and all that. But that said, it's only the boss rush against the main 8 bosses. The elves aren't there. The 301 bosses aren't there. And what else isn't there? Copy X. It's just Children Arbita, Blazing Flizzard, Death Hands Mantis, Devilbat Shilt. Ooh, I got the Ultima Foot Chip, by the way. That is all the foot chips in one. Don't matter if I hit my toes. As I was saying. So also in there will be Trastista Kevlarian, Glacial Cactank, Cubit Foxtar, and Electile Biblio. Why do I remember the 03 boss names? I've played this game a lot. Have I made that clear enough? I think this game's neat. Boss Rush, like 01, is and 4 for that matter. No, 04 didn't handle like this. 01 did. It's 4 and 4. With that said, it's Boss Rush. We've seen all this before. Thespian. You got the diamond card? Nice. Fill my sub-tanks. I think non-elementals are in the top right, top left. And from there, I don't remember. I might not cut this in under 2 hours at this rate. We'll probably be done by like 2:10, not counting credits. Even then, maybe counting credits. But that said, one fight is definitely harder on the boss rush, and that is the fight against Children and Arbita, because for her, the water is natively at its highest level. So weird thing about Blaze and Flizzr, if you use the Z Saber on him enough, you can take his tail off? But it's not like the tentacles for Launch Octopus in X1 or even Flame Mammoth in X1's trunk, where you can just cut it off by using a certain attack certain times. I feel like it's semi-random, but you definitely need to be using the Saber for it to happen. Holy shit, Children, you get destroyed by that shard shot. Holy fuck. I'm notably dashing in such a way where my Shadow Dash boots from the Ultima Foot chip are activating, because that allows me to keep those enemies from spawning. And even though it's very minor, I'd rather they don't, because that's a little bit less headache. Outside of this, grab this, because even though I don't need it, I still want it because it's a shiny and it's in my way. $218. If I don't get enough by the boss fight, I'll just use that elf. Tritista Kevlarian once again. I always love the fact that if you finish off a boss fight in the Zero series with the Saber, they get cut in half in some way. I don't know why, but that little extra effort with the sprite works really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, it occurs to me, I never set a head chip. Did I even get the head chips? I'll check after Glacier. Alright. Yes, I did. That has its uses. I'd rather that, though. I need this. And now it's time for Cubit Foxtar. Yeah, she's supposed to be a fox. Whew. I think more so she's supposed to be like based off like a kitsune spirit. Like the personifications of that you usually see in like anime and shit. Because, you know, anime and shit. And final boss fight is non-elemental without a weakness, so we don't have to worry about that. Unlike 0-1, where the final boss sort of had a weakness to ice. For some reason. And with that, straight on to the final boss. Still a little bit level, but not much. I want to be careful here because there are spikes hidden occasionally. Those are the fuckers there. That one got me a lot as a kid. No, let's see how this rolls. Giant brain. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm Dr. Vile and I'm fucking evil. Go, Omega, go. Ooh, your destruction satisfies me very much.
And time for Omega 2, which is just Omega 1, but with a few more attacks thrown in. Like, now he'll actually use his giant sword. It's usually his second move, yeah. He'll thrust it down 2 or 3 times. Third time will generate debris that I usually have a hell of a time avoiding. Alright, phase 1 down. No, this is final boss territory. This is the first phase of 3, and now we're on the second phase of 3. Fucking love this song. This is called Judgment Day. Because the whole plot point with Dr. Vile doesn't get resolved until the sequel. This, fuck. Gotta mash when you're in that. I'm just gonna incurse. They're not using the weird charge attack. And now for the cutscene I foreshadowed earlier. We've all seen that one cutscene from Sonic Adventure 2. Right? The famous one. Also, this is where we were found in 0-1, which means we are right near that lab. I love this version of this song. This was... I guess it's technically Zero's theme for the Zero series. sort of. Because we're pretty good for a fake. I found you, faker. Faker! You're not even good enough to be my fake. Omega is just a rogue AI in Zero's original body, because for Elf Wars stuff, our personality was transferred. He's saying he's the Messiah because he's edgy. But that said, Omega Mark III / True Zero is kind of a complicated final boss because he's fast and has the projectiles to back it up. Brings the damage, has the combo potential. He can even combo you like you can combo bosses, which kind of sucks. With that said, I think his incarnation in ZX, if you have, I think 0, 3, and 4 in the GBA slot in particular, is the harder fight. 2 hours, 1 minute, 31 seconds. Just about. If I had skipped a cutscene maybe here or there, I could have been easily under 2 hours. Oh, still in a... 89 can get you an A rank? Really? Are you sure about that? That is a B rank by any high school definition. Oh no, the Dark Elf is resurrecting him. Oh no! Ow! Quit it. But now it's time for our friends. Wind. Fire. Ice, water, whatever. Phantom's dead. And here's a weird little thing. The 3 people to my left, the 3 remaining Guardians, Harpui on the top, Fafnir on the left, / Fafnir, and Leviathan, they are consistent characters the entire trilogy until the 4th one, because the explosion that's about to happen apparently kills them. That is one of the most disappointing things about Z4. You can only use the various sabers, you can't even do the things. Eh. Notably, in this next scene, there are lyrics in the Japanese version. I'm more used to this version of the song, though. And this is kind of a big moment because X for the entire trilogy, like the actual X, not copy X, is a cyber elf. His consciousness basically separated from his body in a virtual form, like this. This is X's final moment. Him warping us out of there and keeping everyone else in check is X dying. Sort of. His consciousness might be the thing that's in Biometal Model X. Similarly to how Model Z might be actually Zero's personality. They're a bit vague on the whole Biometal thing in ZX. It's not too important, though. And I should also note that 03 was going to be the end of the series originally. So Vile / Vile was just supposed to kind of be dealt with off-screen, I suppose. Or they made ZX, or they were going to like move on to ZX from there. Capcom wanted a 04, so they made 04 end the way it did, so they didn't have to make a 05. I'm glad we still got 04, though, because I think it actually gives a pretty good narrative arc for Zero. Someone meant to destroy humanity ends up sacrificing it all to save it. Zero's got a real tragic fucking character arc. He dies so many fucking times. This song is, by the way, called You Zero My Fellow, I believe. Fucking fantastic stuff. And that's 03. Beaten in 2 hours, 5 minutes, 11 seconds. I love this game, if it's not obvious by my proficiency. I'm no speedrunner, of course, because they make me look like an amateur. But I love this game. 03 is my favorite Zero game. I've talked about before on even the YouTube channel. I played this game a lot while my grandfather was in the hospital prior to his passing, so it kind of just has that connection to me. I understand people who like 01 the most, 02 the most even, and definitely 04 the most in terms of some gameplay aspects, but 3 always felt like it was the peak. And given the background information behind it, that definitely makes sense. I love this game. It is real good. I would say it's probably my second favorite Mega Man game period overall. It's definitely the one I probably played the most overall, beyond maybe my favorite, which I might be playing Saturday. But I suppose with that, I should officially say what I'm saying for next stream. Next stream, I'm going to be making quite a few graphics for this. But we are going to be starting a little bit early next stream. We're going to be starting more or less after I eat my dinner. So if you're in the Discord server, you'll get the at and know when that's happening. I'm gonna be trying to get through as many classic Mega Man games as I can from the time I start till my normal end time. Might even go until 3 a.m. Eastern, honestly. So that means I'm going to be starting with Mega Man 1, getting into Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, 4, 5, 6 is probably the farthest I'm going to make it. Honestly, knowing my, not lack of experience, but it's been a while since I last played the back half of 3. Anything in 4, barring some stages reused in the Game Gear game, and 5. 6 is a game I can pick up, no problem. Yeah, and you'll be playing Mario. I'm looking forward to doing this because I've seen some other streamers attempt something similar. I think they usually call it like the mid-month Mega Man Marathon. I think Vox is particular, someone who does that a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing how far I can get in there. And whatever I don't get through in the classic series, at least, in that session, I'll do the next session probably. So like Tuesday would probably be like 7 through 11. Not doing Mega Man and Bass for that because, yeah, Mega Man and Bass is a thing with badly designed stages for Mega Man, and King 2 just sucks. Thank you for playing. I have seen that text in that typeface a lot. Hard mode added. I've only ever played through hard mode like 2 or 3 times. I don't like it as much. Minigames added. Don't care to do them because they're pretty flavorless minigames. But that's gonna be it for stream. That's the wrong screen. Thank y'all for watching. Quick Play, thanks for chatting as usual. Bun Anthem, thanks for sticking around as well. Anyone else has been lurking? You guys, thanks for watching as well. Again, if you want to follow me anywhere else, my socials have been on screen most of the thing. You can find my Discord in the link down below. And next stream will be Saturday, as I said, doing that Mega Man mini marathon. Otherwise, thank y'all for watching. Have a great night. Take care, and let's find ourselves a raid target. If assuming the person I was thinking of is still streaming and will be for a while. Looks like he might be. But just in case, let me get a backup. Yeah, we're going to raid Kenny. My friend Quill, who I've talked about several times, Kirby speedrunner, currently streaming attempts at a a 37-minute run of Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. And otherwise, yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Saturday.